like Nick, you just say "Hey" like before, and I'll just cue the music to that.
Okay. We're like, hey! I don't know.
Welcome to
Hey!
Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Apparently it has to be unscripted.
Don't make it complicated.
What do I do with my hands? Hey.
Hey, what?
Hey,
Don't.
Jesse.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Nick. Hey, Jesse.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to the Juice, everyone.
Ooh.
We just did it. We've done it.
That's
Hey,
it.
you know what? And
Podcast.
welcome back, everyone. And also, Nick just drank, so we can't cheers. But okay, just a sec. Give him a sec. But it's been a while. How's everyone doing out there? How are
Good.
you doing? How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
What are you drinking? Nah.
Oh, Jesse, I'm glad you asked. I'm drinking JTS Brown 100 Proof. It's bourbon, and I just poured my fourth one. And eventually, we're supposed to be opening champagne, so it's gonna be fun. Oh, look, we got a Mac in the studio with us.
It's a Mac attack.
Oh, Mac Attack.
Return of the Mac.
Hey,
lie to me.
Nice.
Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Hy-Vee orange juice
Oh, fucking
and
dangerous.
Bayatora Champagne Bayata.
Oh,
So I had a bot that I had started for something else, and then I had to finish it. So once I finish this, I'll open a fresh bot, and we'll partying. We'll be
hey,
down
how
to
come
party.
I can read Bellator just fine, but this is backwards?
That's not backwards to me.
Me neither.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Hey,
That way-
Mike.
that way you don't look weird to yourself in your computer.
Oh,
What hand is this? Ah!
right. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Nick.
What are you drinking?
I got Blue Moon. I got the iced coffee. I don't know.
Man,
Iced coffee blonde.
nice. What's it say about it? You have to read the label.
Okay. Golden colored wheat ale made with fair trade decaf coffee beans. I think that's it.
Oh, nice. Nick,
You're
you
right.
didn't read. That's a new type of whiskey, Nick.
I've had it before.
You got whiskey, Nick?
It doesn't say much. It's distilled and aged in Kentucky, bottled JTS Brown Sun Company, bottled 100 in bond.
Wow.
Doesn't really give a description. It's 100 proof bourbon. It's pretty fucking delicious and kind of smooth, and it's only $16.
Fantastic. What do you call Nick when it takes him a long time to get out of bed when he's hungover?
Nick.
Whiskey Nick.
Nice.
I said it earlier. I was trying to work it into something. You look like Beaker. You look like Beaker from the Muppets.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been a long time. When's the last time we casted pod? Was it the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because that was we haven't done one for free agency. I think it's been February since we had one.
That sounds about right. That doesn't seem like that long ago, though, does it?
Like 3
March,
months ago.
February, March, April, half of May. I'd still say 3 months probably since we podcasted.
Right. Interesting. Oh, by the way, cheers everyone to season 6.
Woo!
It's the official start of season 6. Clankies. We've done it. I have 2 cats in the house. JB's over there.
Bill walked in front of the camera 10 times earlier.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, we started this podcast and Bill,
Don't even worry about Bill. He'll be here. If having Zoom meetings every day has taught me anything, it's that when Bill knows I'm on a meeting, he'll be here. He'll sit right here and all of a sudden his face will come in and it'll be staring at me and I'll just be like,
that exact same thing happened yesterday.
to who?
You.
Oh yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Were you? Oh, when you walked and I was on the phone with Emily, you mean?
Yes. Yeah, I think that was yesterday.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I was on the phone with somebody, so that means it happened.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, I see his face.
Wait for it. Oh, he's doing something new. Oh, I know what's going on here.
Is he gonna poop?
Now, I usually have my work laptop right in front of me. And so now he has free reign to actually stand right in front of me instead of off to the side. Yeah, just like back up there, Bill. Beep, beep. Make sure America sees your butthole. I'm sorry, Bill. Watch this. This is where Bill is.
Do your old Bill thing and give him too much love now.
Oh! Oh, I have to pick him up. He hates it. I think he knew it was coming. Oh, very. Oh, ow, oh, ow, ow. Ow. Oh.
There he goes.
Nailed it. So Bill has like a spot where he sits on the window right here on the windowsill. So like he's my constant companion during the day.
Excellent.
He usually just sleeps it off until I start talking, and then he's up. It's my own fault. I probably shouldn't have petted him the first time. He's doing that thing now where he reaches out for me.
We should. I guess I don't know if we need to explain, but we have Mike on this podcast because, well, I mean, we're pretty much all best friends, and we like Mike. And Mike's got some valuable football input he'd like to contribute, or at least insight or commentary. So,
and it's and I mean, who cares? I mean, it's quarantine times. We're all fucking. We're just hanging out. I don't get to hang out with you guys anymore, really. So
yeah,
it's fantastic.
I was looking forward to it.
This is like the first time we're all going to get drunk together in a long time.
Right. And like usually around this time is when volleyball would have kicked up, and that's not happening. So
no.
Right. So thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming. For reals.
Well, that comes later.
Fantastic. Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Desperation Bill.
I like your Bill impression, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. He just like.
So we've got Vikings fan, Cowboys fan, Packers fan. Favorite, I'm just jumping right into this. Favorite off-season signing? Jesse, you first.
It's a little bit difficult for me because we lost a lot of people and didn't really we franchise tag Anthony Harris, which I was pretty pumped about because I thought we were going to lose him. But I think he kind of came at the cost of Xenzi Alexander and Trey Waynes, which I was hoping that we were going to keep at least one of those two son bitches. And then Linval Joseph is gone, which I thought he probably would have been anyway. And Xavier Rhodes is gone, and to me that's kind of like a boo-hoo. And then like a good luck Colts.
Yeah, okay. He said that's right. Oh yeah, we also got Emily in the studio.
Oh!
Studio.
Is she drinking a teeny?
She's drinking
Riesling.
Ooh. God dang, this is fantastic.
Like bourbon doesn't make me burp, so that's why like I gotta finish this and then crack the champagne. I definitely should not pour another bourbon. Like,
no, look, this is all I have left.
You got another bottle though.
Well, yeah, but this is all I have left of the bottle before we pop a new bottle. Anyway, but I would say probably my favorite actual signing, right, of someone we didn't have before. It's got to have to be our rookie wide receiver Justin Jefferson.
No.
We didn't get anybody. I mean, it's got to be Anthony Harris then because that's the only person that we got.
That's fine.
Okay, that's it.
We can't. The draft shit's later.
I know. All right, that's fine. Okay, you didn't. You know what? You weren't clearing the rules. It's on you. You're bad at it. So
that is on me.
So it's not
although
draft?
you did say free agency signing, so that's it's partly on me, but mostly on you.
I think I said off-season signing.
Oh,
I think you did.
Yeah,
you fucked up, bro.
I did. Mike, what about you? What's your favorite free agent off-season signing?
Oh, I got one too. Devin Funchess, baby. Bunches of Funchess.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, they signed Funches?
Yeah, that's why they didn't draft any wide receivers dumbly.
Yeah, that's true. Apparently, Funches is the answer to all their problems. They lost Geronimo Allison, and do they still have Marquez?
Valdez Scantling? Yeah, I believe they do. Did they have Giggles Dix, or was Giggles Dix before?
That was before.
And then he went to the Bears, and now he's on the Cowboys.
Yeah, I forgot that the Cowboys signed Giggles Dix.
I thought he went to the Redskins.
He played for the Redskins.
He did.
Before the Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so but he was on the Packers, and then the Bears, and then the Redskins, and now the Cowboys.
Yep.
Is that right? I thought he's better than that.
I thought he was too, but maybe he isn't.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I always thought he was really good. I mean,
I always thought he did a good job everywhere he's been, so I don't understand why.
He kind of he didn't really do shit with the Redskins, but also the Redskins suck as a team, and they should all hate themselves.
Was he there last year?
Yeah.
I thought so. I don't remember him being with the Bears at all.
It was like one season. It was like the Packers, and then one season with the Bears, one season with the Niners, and now he's with the Cowboys.
Redskins, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep, I said Niners. I meant Redskins. My bad.
Gotcha.
But Bunches of Funches has been amazing for me in Madden, and I assume it's going to translate exactly like that into the NFL. So.
Yeah, as it always does.
Right.
That guy, like, if Aaron Rodgers has anything left in his arm, which he probably doesn't because he's a stupid bitch, then Devin Funches should have a pretty decent resurgence with them, I guess, because he'll be able to stretch down the field. If he can, though, like, he's got to be getting up there in age. Like,
He's not super old, right? I would pin him about 26, 27.
That's what I thought. He was like 26, but I could be wrong.
I thought he was fairly young, but he's on his third team now, isn't it? His third team?
Second, I think. Wasn't he just with the Panthers?
But I thought it was the Colts last year.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's coming straight from the Panthers. Right?
Yeah, you're right. He's only 26.
Okay.
Who was I thinking? Who am I thinking that's on the Colts or was on the Colts?
He was with Carolina. Sorry, he was with Carolina and then Indianapolis, and now he's with the Packers.
Okay, so he wasn't. Yeah,
but I think he was like injured most of last season.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like something happened where he wasn't contributing last year. But I've always liked Devin Funches. I've never had anything wrong with him. So I mean, I hate him now, obviously, but like.
Well, what do you do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Actually, he was born May 21st. 1994, so he's 25.
Oh wow!
For another 8 days.
I really thought
I think the Packers still have who was that rookie out of Iowa State, that wide receiver?
Oh, Alan Lazard.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. So.
He came in and did pretty well in the end there. Yeah, so they have him. They have Funches. They have obviously Devontae Adams as their number one. But like, still, I think they should have done something.
And they lost Jimmy Graham. Where'd Jimmy Graham go?
The Bears.
Okay.
I'm bringing that up later, so don't say anything else.
And Greg Olson's now with, not that it's really related, but Greg Olson's now with Seattle.
Greg Olson.
Greg
Olson.
And I don't understand the Greg Olson to Seattle thing because they have I thought
Dissly.
they had, what's that? Will
Dissly, yeah.
Like I thought that he was their go-to guy now. And like Greg Olson's old and broken all the time.
Dissly was injured a little bit too, so maybe this is kind of like a
maybe I guess I'm wondering.
Also, if you put Olsen out there, right? Like, it's good to have depth, and plus he's more of a field stretcher anyway than like a traditional blocking tight end.
Yeah,
True.
I thought they had somebody else too.
You can do some 2 tight end sets, I suppose, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the other dude besides Dissly because I thought they had like I think they cut Luke Wilson again.
Is it? That's not right. It says Ed Dixon, but I don't think that's right.
Dissly was really good at the beginning of the season last year. He was killing it in fantasy.
Oh yeah,
and then
he was killing it.
I think he was out the rest of the season, maybe.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it. Yeah, they do say that he has a loaded tight end room. So Will Dissly, he's coming off a torn Achilles, which is his second major injury in the NFL. So, Ed Dixon, yeah. So Ed Dixon is a solid.
Oh wow!
tight end.
Good job, Mike.
I don't think that was me, was it?
I said it,
Yeah.
but I had read it.
Like the three of us have mentioned this, but there's been so much that's happened with football. Like we're gonna miss so much.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna not talk about so much that we probably should.
I say let's just get this out of the way right away. Just exactly what you said. Like if anyone's like oh, why didn't they cover this? It's because it's been 3 months and like the entire face of the NFL has changed. Like I'm gonna get into this a little bit in one of the things I wanted to talk about, but like just the quarterbacks, just the faces of the franchise have just been totally flipped and like gone bananas.
Yeah. I'm just gonna real quick throw out my favorite free agent signing.
No,
For the
move
Cowboys.
on.
Okay, see you guys. Andy Dalton.
I saw that.
I think it's the best free agent signing we've had because like he's going to be a great backup quarterback, and if Dak goes down or doesn't re-sign, he's going to be a
There it
good
is.
starting quarterback.
I agree with you. As Andy Dalton right now looks like probably one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Maybe like Mariota level, Winston maybe, I don't know, but like here's the problem. It almost pissed people off. Like it probably didn't sit super well with Dak either because he's trying to get that money. He's trying to get that money, and they need to pay him. But now they brought in some guy who can potentially start.
They do need to pay him, but they offered him $33 million a year with 90 guaranteed, and he turned him down. So like,
is that verified though? I thought that was like a rumor that they put out to piss with him.
No, this was like during this off season that they offered him that.
Right, that's what I mean. But I thought that was like incorrect news.
Thank you. Maybe you're right. I'm getting kind of annoyed. Like, so I'm not that annoyed, but that they haven't re-signed him because it's not like they can do like training anyway. Because if they all form a group, they'll all get COVID. So like, I don't fucking know. Does anybody actually think we're gonna have football this season?
I bet we do.
If we don't have football, I'm gonna flip my shit.
Yeah, I need football. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna talk to my wife? Come on, I need football.
Let's be realistic.
I'm a little worried about college football, but I don't know. I think it'll come back.
I would assume if football, like I would assume college football would get canceled before NFL would get canceled.
Yeah, I do too. They said if there were no students on campus, they would cancel. I don't know if that was the NCAA or if it was just Iowa, but
I think Berkeley said that they're doing online classes or whatever. I don't see college football being a thing.
Wasn't it all California schools declared that they're not going to be back in session until at least the end of May?
Could be. I thought I heard something like that. Well, and I thought I heard that California schools were going to bail on it was either basketball or must have been or football. And you know, how do you have college football without an entire state, especially California that's making up most of what the Pac-12 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, like USC, like UCLA,
right.
like those are some powerhouses, but fuck them. As long as we come back, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, well, in the college football playoffs are 4 teams. Who gives a rip? Just play it. Just don't include them.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, though, if you think about it, like it would not be. I mean, it wouldn't be the same without San Diego State, you know.
Yeah.
True.
But college football is for bitches. We're on the NFL now.
I mean, I like watching Iowa play, and you and I. I don't have to correct myself.
Yeah.
You don't have to say you and I.
Yeah, and you and I.
I feel like I get looked at really weird when I'm in meetings and I went, you and I can take care of this. Because it's been so ingrained in my head not to say you and I when I'm talking to another person. Just because I feel like you're going to come up out of nowhere and go, you and I, yeah, but I was New York University's going to be there.
What do you mean, you and I? That's a university. You nailed it.
I know I did.
I'm telling you, just start saying me and you.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
what you get. You get bad grammar if you're going to do that.
Yeah. It's safer. Bad grammar is safer.
Yeah.
It's more safer.
More safer.
I'm going
to open up this motherfucker.
I already got mine open. It's not popped, but it's
Oh, okay.
ready to be popped.
Nick looked like he was gonna cry.
Yeah, I thought I missed the pop. I was gonna be so sad.
Now, I have a feeling that when we
I've honestly thought about doing it like this fucking way.
you could, yeah, you should just shake it up and not even try to twist it off.
Except for the fact that this is my work laptop, and I've already douched one work laptop with booze, and my motorcycle's right there, so I don't want to do it again.
Oh,
That's
the
true.
motorcycle.
Well, you're a little tipsy. Just drive it around the block a little bit.
I'm surprisingly not.
That's less surprising and more worrisome, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
I can't get it off.
See if I can get mine. Did you hear it?
No.
Fuck. I thought that might be the case.
God damn it.
Good lord.
I'm gonna try paper. Oh, I'm gonna try this rag with it. Fucking hell! I'm gonna get an aneurysm on my neck trying to do this.
You're gonna,
Okay, it's coming.
blow an O-ring. Hey, there you go. I should have switched to the webcam microphone specifically for that.
Oh yeah, you should go grab another bottle. Try it again.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the store.
Okay, Mike and I can take over.
Yeah. So,
Oh hey Jesse, cheers, bro.
oh yeah.
Tink. Pinkies.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Dang, bro. I had almost probably like 3/4 of that bottle with orange juice, and now this sweetness, like
Ooh.
I can feel the beatus.
Hey, can we create a Bang Bros spinoff site called Dang Bros?
Dang, bros.
That's got to exist already.
How
I'm gonna
about
find out. I'm gonna Google Dang Bros. I really hope it doesn't pull up porn on this laptop.
Beatus Bros, where it's just all fatties, just fatties doing a bunch of meat slapping.
Oh shit! It took me right to Bang Bros. Whoa. Okay.
So they probably have it and redirect it.
Yeah. Man.
Wow, I wonder
Also-
how many letters of the alphabet we can put on the beginning of Bang, like Fang Bros. I wonder if Fang Bros does it. Let me open an incognito browser.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Second.
That's a wise call, Jesse. I'm gonna now have to wipe all traces of this anytime I lend my laptop to someone.
Fangbros.com.
I'm gonna try sangbros.com.
No, that's not one.
Oh,
How about-
Sangbros is for sale.
I'm gonna do Hang Bros. That's
Oh, that's gonna get some dong ones.
that just went to YouTube.
I tried Rang Bros.
That's fake.
Tang Bros does not exist.
Which
Hang
one?
Bros went to a specific person's Mark Zata's YouTube channel. Hang
tried-
Bros.
I tried Lang Bros, as in Lana Lang, but nothing. It says Lang Bros hot.
That's because
Tub.
everybody hates her in Smallville.
Yes, because she's the fucking.
Oh, Lana
worst.
Lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She's the
Oh,
worst.
oh, dude, this has got to be Wang Bros.
Oh,
Oh.
it's gotta be. It's
How did we
gotta
not
go
come
right
up with
to
that
Lang
before
Bros.
now?
This has got to be a gay site, right? Well, let's take some bets. Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think it's going to be a male homosexual website? Do you think it's going to be direct me to Bang Bros, or do you think or it's something else?
I'm gonna throw out option C, where it takes you to a bros only Wu-Tang Club website.
Wow, that's
That is
great.
out there. I think it's gonna be a gay porn site.
All right, let's do it. Oh, it's
Just
for
get-
sale.
Oh,
Get it?
oh my God!
Buy it.
Bangbros.com do like a dick of the month.
We could save $100 today and buy it now for $3,195. But we can do a 12 monthly payments of $275.
That's too much.
Also, I thought of another one. Tang Bros.
Oh, I already tried that one. No good.
Oh, did you? Oh, that sucks. You'd think that would be one.
So did I.
Hmm.
I tried Zang Bros too. Nothing.
Interesting.
man. People are gonna like talk about it like, well, the podcast was okay, except for the 20 minutes that they started looking up what porn sites would be possibly be related to Bang Bang.
We're just checking to see if URLs exist. We're not even doing that, really.
I got one. Oh, interesting. Fuckbros.com wasn't one either. That's weird. That site can't be reached, so we can buy that one too. Huh?
Emily's asking if it's an Andrew Yang website.
It's more of a Pete Buttigieg.
Ooh.
Give me a break, guys. If you can't handle it, he can get out of the kitchen.
All right. What are we doing? Are we still looking up URLs?
I looked up
No,
one
we
more.
can- I was thinking that we should probably talk about football stuff, but I'm also cool with looking up websites.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to get distracted a little bit. Let's right the ship.
Hey, while you're looking up that, Mike, I think you should stand up and show everybody your sick '90s Bulls jersey.
Yeah, bro.
Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's fucking sweet. The fact that it looks like it's in mint condition is like a true testament to you, Mike. Nice
Oh,
job.
thank you.
Would
Probably
anyone
your mom.
would anyone like to see me try to fit into my number 40 Sonics Kemp jersey?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
First of all, I'm pretty sure I would rip it out of its seams.
We got to make sure. I don't want to get too hard for this podcast, so maybe you should.
It's true. That's a good point. My boobs would pop right out of that thing.
Oh.
Okay, listen. Since we were talking about free agency, I got a couple of things to say.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to like I kind of mentioned earlier, like there was a boatload of quarterbacks that like changed spots and kind of reshaped the NFL landscape, I think.
Like starting quarterbacks who are no longer starters but backups.
Or starting quarterbacks who are starting quarterbacks for different teams now. Just a second.
Yeah.
Oh God. That was amazing. Oh my God. That was so awesome. So let's start. First of all, Drew Brees got re-signed by New Orleans.
For
I feel
1
like-
year?
For what? 2 years, 51 million or something. No.
Wow.
Yes, 2 years, 51 million, I believe is what they gave him.
He's still playing at a level like I believe it. Like I would sign him to a bigger contract than Tom Brady at this point.
Right. It's stuff that's going on there though is a little bit Tom Brady-esque because there is like Teddy Bridgewater was sitting there waiting in the wings and he's gone now and now they have Jameis Winston sitting in there and like is he gonna like get scooped up? Because I think he's only on a 1 year like $11 million contract or something like that.
Who was that?
Jameis.
Jameis Winston.
Oh, okay.
I actually have in my notes that I wanted to talk about like Cam, Jameis, and Dalton. So this wraps up into that perfectly. So like I was really surprised to see that Jameis settled for a 1 year backup contract. 1 year makes sense because he can obviously get a shot at a starter job in a year. But for the Saints, which was like a rival team, but also I understand him wanting to learn from Drew Brees.
Yeah, and it's also kind of a big fuck you to them.
Yeah, like, do you think he's doing this so he can learn how to not throw 30 interceptions in a season?
I mean, think about it this way: you got to learn. You get to learn under Drew Brees. You get to learn under Sean Payton. So help me God, like that I'm even saying this, but has put together great offenses, right?
They have the best offensive line right now in football, New Orleans.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. That freaking Ramczyk, hell yeah.
He cut Larry Warford.
Warford, yeah.
That was fucking surprising, and no one picked him up.
Yeah, yet. I mean, I was looking at the Vikings being like, but apparently he's kind of weak at pass protection, but is phenomenal at run. I'm like, well, that's amazing. Pick him up.
Yeah, that's what you guys want, right?
Well, yeah, you'd think, but whatever, bro. But yeah, it makes sense. But then they also like gave Taysom Hill a bunch of money.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
So
So is
they
he
have a
gonna
lot.
be the quarterback of their future then when Breeze is done?
I would say that's the reason. That's the reason why they picked up Winston. What do you think? Or do you think they picked up Winston just in case Breeze goes down this season? They can put um, Winston in. But if you're going to pay Taysom Hill that much money, wouldn't you think that it's his time to take the reins and do it? You know, I don't know.
maybe they're going to turn him into a running back.
Yeah, or maybe they're just like, hey, this is a gadget guy, and the NFL is weird now, and when we put him in as a gadget guy, it works. You know?
I do think it's weird that they're still keeping 3 quarterbacks on. They've got Jameis, who I still think Jameis could be a legitimate starter in the NFL.
Could be. Yeah.
But I don't think Taysom Hill is a starting quarterback. Like, so I don't understand why they paid him so much fucking money, unless they paid him to be a career backup.
Maybe. I mean, maybe they just paid him as like a maybe they just paid him to be. They paid him to be a gadget guy. If you think about like the production he has when he's just out there and he's under center, but you don't know if he's going to pass it, you don't know if he's going to run it, you don't know if he's going to like pitch it to somebody and then go out and then they'll throw it to him. Like there's a lot of options there. So you pay him like I don't know how much money did they give him? Like running back money?
You find out. You talking about Jameis or Taysom?
Taysom.
Find out.
And they used him quite a bit. I mean, maybe they're going to try and make more plays for him and use him more.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder at what level is. Do they pay him like tight end money? I don't know, but like, I feel like they paid him enough money so that they can just stay and contribute to the team. But if everything works out with Jameis, maybe they'll keep him around until Breeze goes down and then groom him a little bit and then have him fucking go out there. I don't give a shit.
So, what the fuck? I don't know. Apparently, he only signed a 1-year contract with them.
Who? Taysom?
He'll be a free agent in 2022.
Isn't that
1 year, $16,300,000 contract, $300,000 contract?
Isn't that 2 years?
Oh yeah, sorry. He'll be 1 and 2. Yeah. So this year, 2020, he'll make $841,000
That's fucking nothing.
with a $4 million signing bonus.
Good work if you can get it.
And then next year he'll make $10 million,
Jesus.
and another $4 million.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like have him around for gadget plays now and cut his ass next year before you have to pay him that money.
So he has $16 million fully guaranteed.
Either that or they're like gearing up to restructure that contract next year.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems like a cut or a restructure. It's almost like it seems to me almost like a 1-year prove it deal.
Yeah. So like maybe they're thinking Jameis is going to be the answer then. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like
maybe they only did 1 year so they can try and train him up and see how it goes.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you have Taysom Hill on basically like a 1 year or like a 2 year. They can sign him if Winston's not the answer. But if Winston comes along and all of a sudden you see that he can do the job, then re-sign Winston, fucking jettison Taysom.
yeah.
Maybe that's the deal. I don't know.
Dude, and other than the picks, I mean, Winston was really good.
Yeah, like so that's the thing. Like, before the Cowboys signed Dalton, I actually would have been fine with Winston. Like, yeah, he throws a shitload of picks, but he still throws a shitload of touchdowns because like he's kind of fearless in that fact. But that's also why he throws so many goddamn picks.
Right. Well, a lot of the time their team sucked so bad they were behind, so they put the ball in Jameson's hands. He's got to fucking sling it. And if you have to throw the ball that much, then like you end up with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin having just insane years. Wasn't Chris Godwin like the number 1 in receiving yards this year? Last year, he was pretty dang high. I know he was an insane fantasy value.
Yeah,
it was Michael Thomas, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah. You're right.
I think Godwin was up in the top 3.
Yep.
But yeah, he's got like. I want to talk about the Bucks later. Like that's on my list to talk about, so I don't really want to dive in that too much. But like, I'm really surprised that the Chargers didn't try to make a run at Jameis because they've just got Tyrod Taylor. They still haven't made a run at Cam Newton. Cam Newton's still a fucking free agent out there.
Wait, go back a step. Who had who only has
Tyrod Taylor.
Chargers.
Chargers.
yeah, but they just drafted Herbert.
Oh,
Okay.
Or wait. They either drafted Herbert or Tua Tagovailoa. No, that was the Dolphins. Yeah, they just drafted Herbert. So I think they drafted their quarterback in the future, and they needed to because they were going into the season with just Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, which I think Tyrod Taylor's an okay stopgap, but he's not the fucking future.
Yeah.
And
Michael.
and for people watching this, they lost Philip Rivers to the Colts.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think. Sorry, Danielle, but I don't necessarily think that Philip Rivers is a better replacement than Brissett. Like,
Oh, I think he is.
like the dude looked fucking old last season, man.
I think he was under a lot of pressure though.
And their offensive line is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
At least now he
Yeah,
has
they're-
Quentin
they're-
Nelson in there.
Yeah, their best offensive lineman was injured last year.
Yeah. So I think he'll do better. I think he's actually. I mean, let's not let's not confuse things. He's not going to last a long time. It's going to be this year, maybe next year, and that's that. You know what I mean? Like, this is which is also another reason why they drafted someone too. I think
So where did Brissett go then?
He's still with the Colts.
he's still with the
Oh,
Colts.
okay. So at least they didn't lose him.
Yeah.
Right.
Brissett's weird. Like he started the first like 6 to 8 games of the season.
Jacob
people were just
Eason.
People were like, "Oh, Brissett's pretty solid," but then he just shit the bed.
Yeah, I mean, so you're right. Like I thought they weren't going to miss a step without luck, but then all of a sudden they started missing a lot of steps. So
Yeah.
they have Rivers, they have Brissett, but they drafted Jacob Eason. So Jacob Eason actually fell quite a lot from like what I understand, and then Indy picked him in a late round, like there you go. You have your backup right there. If you don't want Brissett to come back in, you got Philip Rivers for a year or two and bring in the Rook if he's got stuff. So they're planning on the future as well. So I don't know.
We saw a lot of rookies playing last year, so
Yeah,
maybe that'll be a new trend.
maybe. Oh, by the way, so Michael Thomas did get the most receiving yards. Chris Godwin got third.
Oh, you called it, Nick. I
Who
think.
was second?
He was third.
Who was
Ken,
second?
what?
Who was second?
Oh no, that's what I'm gonna. That's what I
I'm
want you to
sorry.
know. Who do you think is second? You won't believe number 2.
Give me a second to think about this.
In the meantime,
I'm
I'll
gonna
let.
know it as soon as you say it. I'm gonna be pissed.
In
Who?
Hopkins.
Yeah.
No.
It's not Hopkins.
Mm.
Hopkins is number 10.
Oh.
Well,
Where-
Hopkins had an all-pro season, they said, because they made him an all-pro, and he
Yeah.
wasn't even in the fucking. He was like he barely made it in the top goddamn 10.
Where
That
was Amari Cooper
pissed
on
me
that
off.
list?
Amari Cooper is 7.
Okay.
Wow.
I knew he wasn't in the top 3. Fuck. I don't fucking know. Who
Stephon
the
Diggs
fuck
is
was
15.
Who the fuck was second?
Like I said, you won't believe number 2. It's Julio Jones.
Oh wow.
I didn't think Julio
What?
Jones had that good a year.
I feel like that shouldn't surprise us because of Julio Jones is, but I'm with you. Like I did not think he had that good a season.
I
But
didn't
also,
either.
He didn't have any touchdowns, so maybe that's why. Like
He had,
three
he had a low key amazing year. He had 1,300, almost 1,400 yards.
The quiet
actually-
1,400 yards.
Yeah, and he only had 6 touchdowns, but like Michael Thomas had 9, only 3 more, right? So, quickly, do you think you can guess who had the most receiving touchdowns?
wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
Not tight end or whatever.
No. It's not some bullshit. It's on a team that didn't make the playoffs, and is plays on a team.
Godwin.
Devontae Adams?
Godwin is number 4. Devontae Adams is not on this list.
They made the playoffs.
Well, I mean, he was on the. Yeah, they did make the playoffs. They gave it to the goddamn NFC Championship, fuckers. Had one of the worst seasons of all time.
I have no idea. Then I got nothing.
No, not this season, but their team. Sorry, their team has had one of the worst seasons of all time.
Kenny Stills.
No.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Oh, Scary Terry.
No, man, Scary Terry killed it, bro.
Well, that's
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. That's right. You're right. My bad. Oh, Scary Terry, by the way, I just saw on the list is number 15.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Kenny Galladay,
Oh. Wow.
Detroit Lions. He had 11 receiving touchdowns, which is the most last year.
Wow.
I feel like Madden's really fucked with me because 11 doesn't seem like Adam Thielen gets 11 in a game in Madden.
Yeah, our stats are going to seem terrible playing fantasy next year.
By the way, I should tell you that the last Madden game I played, I had a 99-yard touchdown with Adam Thielen.
Wow.
There's two things in Madden I should tell you about. One, I changed my quarterback's name. His name was Gregory Hufteling, right? So I named him G-Sling Hufteling. That's one. And then two, nobody's noticed, and I've been waiting for somebody to notice. I changed Aaron Rodgers' name to Little Biatch. And I had even forgotten about it, and I was just looking through stats, and I saw in the quarterbacks like number, like top quarterback award or whatever, number 6 was like El Biatch. I'm like, or it said like El Beach. I'm like, who the fuck is that? So I clicked on it, and it was Aaron Rodgers' Lil Biatch, because they wouldn't allow me to put bitch in.
You can change players' names that aren't even on your team.
Yeah, I could change. Apparently, I can change anybody's name.
That's fantastic.
Good times.
What were we doing?
What were we doing?
Oh yeah. We're talking about quarterback shit.
Yeah. Okay. So we didn't even get past the first one. We're just talking about Dak Prescott.
This is the bad thing about the three of us not all hanging out for so long is we have so much to fucking talk about that we're just like losing track. And I don't even care. I'm having a fucking blast. Bitches.
Well, think about this in a real sense. Like we only get through like half the notes of a regular Pro Football Juice. Also, I have no idea when we started. I don't have a timer. I just realized. Shit. Nice.
Thanks, man.
I'm going down the list. I don't want to talk about this one because we'll talk about it later. Phillip Rivers of the Colts, we already talked about. Winston of the Saints, we already talked about. Teddy Bridgewater to the Carolina Panthers. This is fantastic to me. He's finally getting his shot. And guess who else got picked up by the Panthers? Any guesses? It's a weapon for Teddy.
Wide receiver, running back.
Wide receiver.
I feel like I know this. They got Run CMC, man.
Yeah, which is amazing in itself.
Yeah, he got a new contract.
Fat. Motherfucker got fat contract. It's Robbie Anderson, baby.
Oh, yeah. Because no one else wanted to fucking sign him. That's right.
Is that because of his just troubles he's been in, or what?
I don't know. I didn't think he'd been in much troubles lately, but apparently.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's fast as fuck. But I thought that was awesome. Like Teddy Bridgewater with Robbie Anderson, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do they have at wide receiver? DJ Moore.
Yeah, they have somebody else too. I thought that was pretty good. Unless I'm thinking of him.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, it's Moore, and then fuck.
Bunches, but he went to the Packers.
Yeah,
right.
That's who I keep trying to think of.
DJ Moore.
And Robbie Anderson, baby.
Anderson, baby. Yeah, well, and then they have Run CMC, so
Yeah.
he's pretty much a wide receiver as
well,
well.
yeah, I mean, he's got the ball on 75% of the plays. Anyway.
Yeah, right. Tannehill, right, got re-signed to Tennessee. Did Mariota get jettisoned or not?
I thought he was going to be the backup.
That could be, but a lot of times when that happens, like that person gets their ass kicked out. Cam Newton is unsigned, as we said, and Andy Dalton went to Dallas. So that's all my things. Can you hear that?
I really like the. I know.
Can you hear that?
What?
Oh, the printer just is going off behind me. You see the paper?
Yeah.
Rand decided that now during the podcast would be a good time to print.
I am. Do you guys have any guesses of where you think Cam Newton might land? Because I'm really surprised that he's still a free agent.
I don't have a guess.
We need the quarterback. Or we need the backup.
I still think the Chargers would be the best bet for him.
Here's my thing about it. Cam Newton plays football the way that Cam Newton plays football. Like, they tailor offenses around Cam Newton because he runs. Like, he's a running quarterback. So I try to think about, like, who needs a running quarterback. Like, Baltimore, he'd be a really good backup for Lamar Jackson, right? Because they're both running quarterbacks. But they already have the running quarterback from that same draft class, Robert Griffin. You know, so they don't need him. Now, if you ask me who I would rather have, Robert Griffin or Cam Newton, I would say Cam Newton probably without a doubt. But who else runs that kind of offense anymore? Oh, maybe like Kyler Murray, maybe Washington or Arizona, like Dwayne Haskins, you know.
Because Mike Glennon was signed by the Bucks, and that kind of leads. Because I was actually wondering today. Sorry, not the Bucks, the Jags. I was wondering today, who the Jags quarterback situation was behind Minshew, because they traded because Foles is now with the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly think the Jags need to get a better backup quarterback, but they signed Mike Glennon. I don't know. I think Minshew will be okay, but I think he might be the biggest one to suffer from the sophomore slump this year.
Well, Minshew got benched too. Let's not forget that. Like, they put Foles in at the end of the season because of his poor play and Foles was ready or whatever. Like, if he was killing it, they wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Maybe a team like that will see how cheap they can get Cam for. Maybe they're waiting.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. I mean, Mike Glennon's not a super good backup.
Not very good. I don't even. Yeah, I don't think he's a good backup.
It's strange to me, so, Carolina brought in Kyle Allen, or had Kyle Allen last year as their starter. Kyle Allen. Paul Allen.
Yes! Yes! Oh, sorry, that's what I was going for. Paul Allen. Oh, that was great. Jesse, Mike, you guys, love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Good times. I was trying to remember the quote. He was pissed off at Paul Allen. Or no, Paul Allen was making fun of him for having a Madonna album.
No, it was
not Madonna. Whitney Houston?
Yes, it was Whitney Houston. And it's not Paul Allen. I don't think Paul Allen makes fun of him for the Whitney Houston. It's the prostitute that makes fun of him for having Whitney Houston album. He puts on
Hip to be square.
Jason, yeah, but Patrick Bateman puts on Huey Lewis in the News.
Hip to be square.
Yeah, and Paul Allen's just drunk as shit, and he knows
yeah.
all the newspaper that's around.
What's this newspaper doing there? Yeah. Oh, Paul.
Breaking the reservations at Dorsia now, you
fuck. The use of that was the finest use of the word calling someone a fuck that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Finest, except for me in high school. That's the only other time that I've enjoyed someone using that. like, and I don't even remember it because I was also drunk, and I was trying to pull like some dude off of one of my friends because he was pounding his face in, and I was trying to pull his arm off, and some girl came up to me and said like, "Get off him!" And I go, "Get off me, you fuck!" Good times.
Always a classic. Oh man. All right.
I called a girl a fuck. Just dawning on me.
Oh man, I only have one other topic that I wanted to talk about, so we should focus on what you guys want to talk about.
It's called Toppy the Topic.
Oh my God. Should play a clip of that.
I only had other things for free agencies. So franchise tags to me are a little bit weird because there's two. I feel like there's like a couple of mentalities that go into it. One is that you want to have that player for another year to like renegotiate a contract, and two is you don't want to lose him in free agency so you can trade his ass.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bunch of kind of weird free agency tags that happen. I thought like AJ Green was one for the Bengals.
That surprised me.
Yeah, me too, because I thought they would let him walk. But I do think now, looking at it after the draft, is that they did it because they have Joe Burrow coming in as their rookie quarterback, and they want a like wide receiver, like a veteran wide receiver presence there.
Their biggest issue is the fact that their two best wide receivers, John Ross and AJ Green, obviously not in that order, they're always injured.
Well,
like
Tyler Boyd's there too, though.
I know, like if they can all stay healthy, they have a really good wide receiving core.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about Tyler Boyd, AJ Green, and John Ross, like potential and prime, right? Then it's like an unstoppable trio. Then you throw in what's his dick, that tight end they had, who was always injured too.
So it's they have Croft.
Croft, yeah, Croft is all I could think of too, but that's not who I'm thinking of.
Oh my God, this is bad, Jesse.
I know, it's real bad. Huh?
What team?
Eifert.
Yeah, Tyler Eifert, the Bengals. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Signed Eifert, right?
I can't remember if they signed him or let him go.
So like, but what sucks is like the Bengals, I think, is the only team that has a really good receiving core, but all of them get injured all the time.
Tyler Eifert plays for the Jags now.
Oh.
Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, bros. I'm sorry.
Oh man, dude, I've drank half this bottle and it's already sitting in my stomach. I don't know how you're doing this.
I have a little pocket of vom sitting right about here. little vom pock.
Oh man.
Other free franchise taggers is Brandon Sheriff, Iowa alum, Yannick Ngakoue, Jacksonville Jaguars, and here's interesting couple. Derrick Henry from the Titans. Derrick Henry was everything to that fucking team.
Yeah, I saw a tweet. The fact that like they paid Tannehill a shitload, but didn't pay Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry's the reason they went as far as they did.
Yeah, they didn't go that far because of fucking Tannehill. Like Tannehill was like passed it off to Henry, and Henry like barreled through 3,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think it was ever since when I remember kicking the huge money for quarterbacks off was like Stafford. I don't know why that one sticks out, but Stafford just getting boatloads of money. Seems like ever since then it's just been going up like exponentially.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So now Tannehill's getting tons of money.
Well, that's the thing. Like, quarterback is the most valuable position in the NFL. Like, I heard a quote once that said, people who are paying a fuckload of money for quarterbacks will gladly pay that much for a quarterback because it's because they have a quarterback that's worth that much money.
Yeah.
Like those that don't have a quarterback that is worth that money want a quarterback of that caliber. So it's like not everyone can come in and waltz in and produce on a rookie contract. And even when they do, like you end up in a Dallas spot where you need to pay them. So
Yeah, so I've been wondering if like the reason why Dak is so hesitant to sign a new contract and why he wants the most money is because for the past 2 or 3 years he's played for like $400,000, like which to the three of us that's a fuckload, but to someone who's getting injured all the time without health insurance and has to pay for the health insurance, I guess that's not that much.
well, you think about it though, like when you're a part of an NFL team, how much do you really have to pay for health care? Probably not much because you just go to their like training facilities and they take care of you.
Yeah.
What I think the deal is that you see when you see your peers, right? Like if Emily, right? Let's say Emily, who does like the same job as me, all of a sudden gets like a $10,000 raise, but everyone's like, "Wow, it's just we didn't it's just Emily. She's doing the same thing." I'd be like, "Well, where the fuck's my $10,000 raise?" You know what I mean? It's just like when quarterbacks start getting paid so much, it's just like a quarterback bubble.
Yeah.
It's like you just got to keep going up and up. Oh, you want me? I'm just as good as that fucker. Give me all the money.
Yeah.
It's at some point it's got to stop, right?
Yeah, like it's like every quarterback that gets a new contract, they reset the market for quarterback contracts. And I don't think that is Dak right now. Like, I don't remember the last time Dak brought the team back from a large point deficit and won the game. Like, honestly, like I was telling a buddy of mine, I I would fucking love to see a Tony Romo in his prime with the team that we're gonna have this next season. Because I think Dak's gonna shit the bed with it. I don't think Dak. I don't know. I like Dak, but I don't like the fact that Dak is kind of holding the team hostage for more money when I don't think he's worth it. Because I think he's kind of a watered down Russell Wilson.
Well, think about it this way: like the Vikings just spent a fuckload of money for Kirk Cousins, right? And what has Kirk Cousins ever done? Like he had he had like a 500 record. He's like I don't believe he had ever won a playoff game when we got him, right? Like it's just you pay the money for the position because it's the position, and if they're worth anything, then I mean his stats are amazing. Like like in his what I saw a tweet the other day. It was like in games 58 of his career, games 58 through 88, like Kirk Cousins has they've all been with the Vikings. Like in that span, he's had like better numbers than Tom Brady not Eli, God, Peyton Manning and Drew Brees. Like he's had better numbers than those people. I mean, has he won anything in that time? Like not really. I mean, it's all for naught if we don't win the Super Bowl, right?
Can't believe
For everybody.
I can't believe they gave Cousins the extension. Excuse me, the extension that they did.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? What are we gonna sign? Are we gonna sign Cam Newton? It's like as someone who's not had a quarterback on like worth a shit for on their team for a long time, like I have no problems with it.
So was his contract up this season?
It was 3 years, right? And I think he just finished year 2, so he was going into his last year.
I'm kind of surprised they did it this soon then, because like I guess he had this season was better than his last season. So
right, and his last season was actually pretty good too. I don't know.
But then they traded Stephon Diggs as a weapon, and then they drafted a wide receiver. But how many wide receiver draft picks are instantly great?
I mean, no, yeah, you're looking at a crapshoot. Like, I'm very interested to know how good this guy is because, first of all, there was a fuckload of wide receivers who were all supposed to be really good. Like, and I would love for all of them to be good, and I would love ours to be specifically good, But like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's the thing with the draft. Like we had a bunch of holes to fill, like wide receiver, offensive line, cornerback, and we did that. We filled every need that we thought we had, but you're not going to hit on all those guys. You're just not.
Yeah.
Anyway, what?
What?
Oh, yeah, Derrick Henry.
How'd you go back to that? I didn't even remember. What we were talking
Well,
about.
because it's on my screen right over here. I could see it's highlighted. The last one I have, all right, I promise it's the last one, is Hunter Henry for the Chargers, which I get just because Hunter Henry has been injured a lot, but when he's on, he's on. He's fucking phenomenal when he's healthy. So
There's a reason they drafted him as high as they did. But he was drafted in the first round, right?
I have no idea.
Hunter Henry?
He was regarded as the best. Yes, he was, I think, because in his draft, which I think was 2 drafts ago,
Yeah.
3, not this one, not the last one, but the last one.
Yeah.
He was regarded as the top tight end, and Irv Smith Jr. No, I'm wrong. Nope. As Irv Smith Jr., wasn't he in the George Fant Hawkinson draft last year? He was.
Yeah, because the Vikings drafted him last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and Irv Smith Jr. was considered to be the 3rd best tight end in that class. It was Hawkinson, and then Fant, and then Irv Smith. But so Hunter Henry must have been a year before that or 2.
I thought he was. I feel like this season that's coming up is his
3rd.
third or fourth. I think it's just his 3rd. I guess we could Google it. We're on our laptops.
I got it.
It's getting to that point where I'm drinking so much where I just kind of want to wing it. Mike's only had 1 beer. What the fuck?
Yeah, you want me to go grab another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, or 2.
Yes, or 4.
I'll be right back. I do have a couple free agency things that'll be quick, so don't skip over and move on to something else while I'm grabbing my beer.
I wouldn't dream of it.
In the meantime, let's talk about how I'm starting my new tattoo sleeve. And on Friday, I go and get it all colored in. Look at that.
I saw you showed me that the other day. I really I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I do.
I look forward to it. And then I showed you the creeper, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yep.
This fucking tattoo hurt, man.
I heard.
It bled like a bitch too.
Regular Blue Moon.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard those things fucking suck, bro.
Yeah, right here it was pretty rough. And then like my cousin kept trying to convince me to go into the fucking armpit, and I was like,
Ooh,
no.
no.
And he's okay. And he was like, I don't blame you. It sucks. I'm like,
Okay, so 2016 was his first year with San Diego, and I do say San Diego because it was San Diego when he joined the team.
Nice.
Nice.
So it says 2016, 2017, 2018 has no stats because he was injured the whole time, and 2019 he had some stats.
This is his 5th season?
We are coming up on his 5th season.
Wow. I did not think that was it.
What are you talking about?
Hunter Henry.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Yep, he was drafted in 2016, which to me just that blows my mind, really.
It sounds like it's 2 years ago, not 5.
Yeah, I thought it was 3. 2nd round. He was a 2nd round draft pick in 2016.
All right.
We played that in pep band. It was sweet because the da 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 was a trombone part, and they just told us to wail.
Yes. My favorite song in Pep Band as a trombonist was Tusk by Fleetwood Mac, and we sped it up. Oh, it was so much fucking fun.
We played that. Na, 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 na. Bump, 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 bump. Right?
No, that's not Tusk.
What is that?
Dun 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 dun. Now I'm already forgetting what the rest of Tusk is. But you were doing the da na 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 na.
What song is that? It was
Oh,
dun
this
dun 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 dun
is
dun
a fun
dun dun
podcast
dun
now.
dun
Holy
dun
shit.
dun.
This is-
Na, 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 na.
Oh,
Is that a Deep Purple song? Is Tusk a Deep Purple song? Or are you thinking Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac is Tusk.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, you guys played Fleetwood. That's a great song to play.
I know. Where are we going? Where have we been? Or whatever.
Yeah.
We sped it
But
up.
they did that right?
That was my favorite part because it's like,
Tusk. Did you by the way, and this is weird because I grew up and my parents loved Fleetwood Mac and so did I. So like one of my albums they bought me when I was a kid was Fleetwood Mac I think it was called maybe The Last Dance, which is their reunion live CD that they came out with, and they did Tusk.
yes.
What happened?
I said The Last Dance.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's probably not The Last Dance. That's probably probably just have that in my brain. But like they had a version of Tusk on that album, and they brought the USC marching band out on stage and they played it.
That's awesome.
So it was like that same shit. It was fucking beautiful. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh,
We're doing
is that
page-
Carnival 9? No, it's not Carnival 9. We played Carnival 9 though, which was fucking awesome by Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Oh. I don't hate Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I've got a couple of their songs.
Oh man, where's Easton Stick, Jesse? You know where he is?
Just give me a minute. He's give me a minute. I want to say the Jets, but that's not right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I found it. He's with the Chargers.
Oh, that's fun.
He's listed third behind Herbert.
All right, guys. So I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I've been kind of bored in quarantine. And I went ahead and bit the bullet the other day and went on dhgate.com and purchased a Blake Cashman number 53 Jets jersey.
Yeah! That's so cool.
Turns out that Blake Cashman, right, it was a rookie last year. He was just this last year. He was a rookie for the
Oh,
Jets.
Big monies. Big
Yeah.
monies.
Yeah, big monies.
Your Cash Man is like so in my head that when I sacked Mike the other day, I went Cash Man.
Fantastic.
Cash man.
I can't stand it. I need to know what that Na 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 song is.
Na, 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 na.
It's not Chicago.
No, I almost said Credence, but it's not Credence either.
No, it's not that.
It's not Boston. It's not.
How come that's the only part I can even think of that fucking song?
Jesse, is it Cream?
Huh?
Is it Cream?
No. That they do I Feel Free. Bump 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 bump. Bump 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 bump. I feel free.
In the white room, red.
In the white room with black curtains at the station.
Yeah, Cream is a super group, right?
Cream is it's Jack Bruce on bass. It's Ginger Baker on drums, and it's Eric Clapton.
So that's funny because Clapton and Ginger Baker were also in
Blind Faith?
Blind Faith. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
That's
I know.
What song you talking about?
I like Blind Faith too.
What song are we talking about?
Yeah.
White Room by Cream.
Well, I know that one, but what was the one you were trying
Oh
to
no, I can't think of it. That's
How did it go though?
na 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 na.
Oh.
Dun 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 dun. How come? Oh God, that's the only part I can think of.
I might call Plaster, see if he knows.
It's an old. What is Carnival 9? No, that's not it.
Are you sure it's not? I think it. Alexa, play White Room by Cream.
No, I know it's not. That's not. It's not what I'm thinking of. I know White Room, like, hands down. I could sing the whole goddamn song. It's not White Room. It's that song. White Room is way too slow for the one I'm thinking of. I'm gonna. Okay, you guys talk among yourself for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna download one of those apps that I can sing into. By the way, White Room by Cream is one of the best fucking songs in the world.
Yeah, I love that song.
I also really like White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah. You go chasing rabbits.
Yeah.
Remember what the Dormouse said.
Really, I don't understand how anybody could ever listen to music from the 60s and 70s and then listen to music today and be like, yeah, this music's better. No, this music today sucks fucking dick, man. And not good dick. Like,
Na 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 na.
yeah, you're right. This doesn't have it in it.
That sounds super familiar, but I can't think of what it is.
I know.
No result. Fuck you, Shazam. Fucking eat a dick. I'm gonna mute myself for a second here.
Okay.
White Room.
Really belt it out.
Oh, this is great. I'm glad we'll get to see it on video.
Man, you should have left it unmuted, man.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I bet it sounds sweet.
It said no result. It still didn't do it.
Mm.
I even typed in na 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 into Google, and the only thing it can come up with is a My Chemical Romance song called Na Na, and then in quotes, na 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 na.
Well, see, and I was thinking of na 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 na. So I was looking that up when you were saying the na na song or whatever.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is Steam.
What?
That's Steam, apparently.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally going to think I'm talking nah, 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 nah. Yeah, you're right. It's got to be a 70s song. Oh, not 90s. Fuck you. 90s music is not nearly as good.
Although I do like 90s dance music. I think 90s is where the electronic dance music really took off. Like Snap. Give me a break.
Not Land of a Thousand Dances, right? No, it's not Land of a Thousand. No, 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 no. It's not Land of a Thousand Dances.
Dude,
No.
I don't know. What about grunge music, man, from the 90s? I was way into grunge music.
Mm.
Alternative music, Green Day, freaking, Nirvana. They were 80s, 90s.
Whoa, sorry, guys.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to go take a pee-pee pretty soon here, I
These
think.
people are thinking it's either Land of a Thousand Dances or Gary Glitter Rock and Roll Part 2, but it's not that.
What?
Gary
Oh, that's what is that? How's that go? Na, 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 hey, da, 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 da.
Nah, nah, hey! Yeah, it's that one.
And then there's like, who sang "Na Na 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 Goodbye"? You said it was by Steam,
That was the original artist, apparently.
huh?
No silence.
I got it.
What is it?
Wait. Oh shit. How's it go again? Someone remind me what I was talking about.
Nick, you're muted.
Are you muted?
I've looked up so much shit now I don't know because I just came up with Centerfold and Land of a Thousand Dances and
Hush by Deep Purple.
is it that? Alexa, play Hush.
Na, 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 na.
I just noticed Nick's chair or
I think-
Nick's name.
Excuse me, I was trombone chair one. I got Purple Ribbon.
You guys didn't go to the same school. You both could have been.
Guess what though? I got Purple Ribbon, and where I performed my solo, where I got it was in Mason City, Iowa,
Of course it was, man.
at the high school.
Capital of Iowa.
I think it's Hush by Deep Purple. I think it is. Look it up, Nick. Listen to it.
I like it. 10.
Huh? Yeah. Keep going further, though.
No.
Yes! Nah.
Yes! You did it, you brilliant bastard!
Yeah, there it is. Hush by Deep Purple. Fuck yeah.
Alexa, add this song to my music. Oh, shit. Alexa, stop.
Hush, hush, go no baby, go my name now, hush.
Holy shit, well done, Jesse. Well fucking done. We just spent like 15 minutes of our podcast on that fucking song.
You know, the funny part is anyone listening to this that knew that would be like, it's Hush, you fucking asshole, that's Hush.
It'll be fast forwarding to get through it. They don't have to endure it. And they're like, oh my God, they're still talking about it.
There will be tweets. There will be tweets.
All right, can we finish free agency?
Yeah. One question, and this is directed towards Nick.
Yeah.
Do you think Dallas is gonna lose Dak?
I really don't know because they franchise tagged him, but I don't think he signed the franchise tag. Like, it's really interesting. Like, if you would have asked me that question last year and we were in the same situation, I would have said yes. But the fact that it's fucking like COVID times, I really don't know. Like, I really do think Dak's going to be the quarterback for the Cowboys. But I also, like, I think the Cowboys did a really good job signing Dalton as a backup because he can, like, I do like Andy Dalton. I think with the Bengals, he never really had a healthy, solid team around him.
Red Rocket.
Yeah, I mean, him being a ginger fuck kind of sucks a little.
Yeah, you traded one for the other, eh?
Yeah.
You gotta have one. It's like cowboy rules. You gotta have one. You gotta have a ginger.
It's really fucking funny that that ginger bitch is the offensive coordinator for the Giants now.
Is that where you ended up, huh?
Yep.
Where did Pat Shurmur end up anywhere?
That's a good question.
Because didn't he got axed from the Giants after like a year?
Yeah, and they signed the fucking linebacker coach for the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
This is for the Denver Broncos.
All right.
Yeah, but offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. With Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio. Vic Cannoli Fangio.
I wonder if this is his last year with the Broncos.
Well, it is if they suck dicks, right?
Yeah. No.
I know. It's stuck in my head now, too. It's better than the other one that's been stuck in my head, though.
Which was from...
Don't say it.
Okay. It is that one, though, huh?
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with that, and because you started to say it, but I just remember the time that we were in volleyball, and someone played a Celine Dion song, right? And I was pissed off.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the original, the person
And
who.
then you played the original right after it, and then remember everybody got super pissed.
Well, everyone was pissed, but because then I think I like tripled down on it and played like another song by him too.
Yeah, it was either that or you played another Celine Dion song or something. I don't know.
I feel like what happened is someone played All By Myself by Celine Dion. So then I played the Eric Carmen version of it right after that. And then after that, I played another Eric Carmen song. What was it? It wasn't. Was it Hungry Eyes? There's another Eric Carmen jam that I love. Oh God, what was it?
Not Come Sail Away.
I'm the only person in the world to say there's another Eric Carmen jam that I love.
He did Hungry Eyes, right? And then he made me. Then he did Make Me Lose Control.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Turn the radio up. It's a sweet thing. Hold me close and never let me go. Yeah. That's a good fucking tune, bro.
Oh man, what a good fucking time, gents. This is
Yeah, man.
god damn.
Here's a fun fact about the song All By Myself that I learned the other day is that his first two, Eric Carmen's first two solo singles were chart hits in 1976. Both were built around themes by Sergei Rachmaninoff. The first of these singles was All By Myself, based on Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 2, and let's see, and the other one was Never Gonna Fall in Love Again, based on the main theme of the slow movement of Rachmaninoff's Symphony No. 2. That motherfucking double dipped on Rachmaninoff. Made millions. Rachmaninoff was like a fucking composer from
Yeah.
19 fucking 40.
Might be Eric Carmen's biggest fan.
Now Rachmaninoff was born in 1873 and died in 1943.
Okay.
So here's a fun fact. In the U.S., right, copyright laws didn't apply to that music, but in the UK it did still, because like the UK had like a 70-year law and like the US only had like a 30-year law or something. It was weird. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I'm definitely the biggest Eric Carmen fan that you guys know.
That's true.
That's absolutely true.
Oh, it's I Can't Live If Living Is Without You.
Oh. Nice.
Which I think is Never Gonna Fall in Love again. Which I can't remember if during volleyball I played the Celine Dion version of that followed by the Eric Carmen version of that.
I think someone played Celine Dion. You played his song. And then I thought you played another Celine Dion.
Yeah, which was that I Can't Live With Living Without You. And then I played Eric Carmen's version of that as well, I think.
Oh,
I think I was just pissed off. And
well, I remember by the end of it, the whole place was throwing a fit.
Good times.
Well, I think they thought one person was did all of it. And it was like, no, it wasn't. It was like somebody else started it and you finished it.
Yeah, and oh, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about all that.
No, don't say that. You're fine.
No, I'm not wrong about all of that. I'm just wrong about If I Can't Live Living Without You is by Mariah Carey.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone else did it. Oh, it's Nilsson and Air Supply. Wow. No, never mind. Nilsson's version is not that version. Anyway.
Hey.
Off
So
camera burp.
I want to talk about the Bucks for a second, the Tampa Bay Bucks, because they've probably had the most like prolific offseason because they signed Tom Brady. They convinced Gronk to leave retirement to sign with them. So now they've got Godwin, Evans, and Gronk and O.J. Howard on the same team. They've been bolstering their offensive line. They still don't really have a running back. Their defense was starting to get pretty deadly towards the end, like last season. So I'm just wondering, like, I'm starting to think, this is my opinion, I think the Bucks are putting too many eggs in the Tom Brady basket. The fucker couldn't even get the ball down the field last season. Like,
And can I also add that they picked up in the first round, number 13 overall, Tristan Wirfs from Iowa.
yeah,
He's going to be a fucking monster offensive tackle. They picked up a running back in the third round, and they also have two running backs in Peyton Barber and God, I almost said Rondé Barber. Peyton.
and Ronald Jones.
Oh, Ronald Jones. Yes. Fuck Peyton. I don't think Peyton Barber and Ronald Jones, right?
I think they
Ronald
said
Jones
Chris
is-
Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, am
I was just going to say Ronald Jones has been solid for me in Madden, man.
I-
Ronald Jones, I think, played fairly well, like towards the end of the season. What did you say, Nick?
Oh, I think they also have Jack Rogers.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
I mean, they had him last year. I have no fucking idea if he's still there.
Yeah, they picked up Antoine Winfield from Minnesota.
There were rumors that they tried to trade for Leonard Fournette
Oh God.
because apparently Fournette's on the trade.
No, yeah, I heard that as well. All right, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Piss too. Can we like pause this thing?
No. You guys see, that's the beauty of having 3 people. See, you guys can talk, and I go wee wee, and then when I come back, you can leave, and we can go wee wee
Excellent.
on camera.
We all we. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've got a pretty boring one that we can talk about while Jesse's gone.
Do it.
The Rams got new uniforms. Did you see that?
Yeah, so like the Rams got new uniforms, the Chargers got new uniforms, the Falcons got new uniforms, and I think Tampa also got new uniforms.
Really?
I don't know about Tampa.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the Falcons uniforms are garbage.
Oh, that's too bad because I always thought theirs were cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Rams one I thought looked pretty good. They had like gradient numbers, and the blue was super bright, and the white is bone.
Oh, it's bone.
Yeah.
Man. We've had 2 American Psycho references in this fucking podcast. That's great.
Yeah, nice. That's true. And then the horn on the helmet looked pretty cool too.
Yeah, I like their outfit. I like the Chargers' new uniforms. I think the Falcons are the only team that's really whiffed on the uniforms because they look like the fucking, god damn it, the longest yard uniforms. I'm trying to remember their team name.
I don't remember.
They're the fucking prisoners or whatever. It looks like their uniform. Like there was a lot of jokes about it. I think the Falcons have the worst new uniforms, but I think the Rams really pop, and I like the Chargers' new uniforms as well.
That's cool. I'll have to check those out. Oh man, here's a red helmet with a black bird on it.
I should Google this shit too. Falcons new uniforms.
That's weird looking.
I don't like their lettering, just the ATL or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, the Chargers. Yeah, I did see the Chargers. Theirs does look pretty cool.
Yeah. Apparently, they have, according to most people, they have the best new uniforms.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. We're talking new unis, Jesse.
Who's the best new unis, you think?
I'm gonna go pee-pee.
I'm late to the party, but who do we got?
We're thinking the Chargers were probably the coolest. I like the Rams ones a lot too.
I like the Rams ones. I like the fact that they're making like a matte color. Like the Vikings changed to a matte color, right? And at first it took me a little bit to get used to, but now that they have it, I like it.
I really like that.
I think that they're specifically will look cool on that. The only problem I have with the Rams is I feel like they're trying to be the Chargers.
Their colors are almost the same now.
Yeah, and the Chargers have a storied history of that color, right?
Yeah, that's true.
The Rams do too, to be honest.
Well, they were never that bright blue, though.
No, not the royal blue, right? The Chargers have had the royal blue, and they've also had that powder blue, which is both sweet.
Yeah.
But then the Rams, for a while there, when they had the Kurt Warner years, they switched to the fucking dark blue and gold.
Oh yeah, and I see they have that in the lineup too. They have almost looks all black, but I think it's just navy blue. Where it's they're navy blue, and then the bolt is even navy blue, but it's got a yellow outline.
Are you talking about the Chargers?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I switched back to the Chargers. Sorry.
Oh yeah. No.
Kurt Warner.
Well, they have the royal, right? With the Kurt Warner was the Rams, right? They had that dark blue and gold, but then the Chargers had that last couple seasons they had that royal blue with the yellow. First of all, I've always been a fan of the Chargers jerseys. Period.
Mm-hmm.
The helmet with the bolt, I think that's fucking cool. But
yeah, I like it too.
I think the Falcons were whatever. I think that the Bucks, the Bucks were whatever.
I didn't see the Buccaneers ones.
the Rams, I think, took a chance with that one version of their jersey that has like faded from yellow to white or whatever.
Well, the numbers I think are
Yeah.
great.
Right, yeah. Which I think they took a risk with that, which I'm not a big fan of.
I didn't think that looked too bad.
They also have bone jerseys. They called it bone.
I mentioned it to Nick, and he said that's the second, America.
It is, yeah, second reference.
Yeah.
That's bone. Oh man,
Isn't that bone?
I'm getting kind of low on my champagne, and I don't know if I should make another bourbon or not.
That's where I'm at. Can you see it?
Man.
Oh, we're almost the exact same. I'm right here.
Oh, you got a little bit more gone. I'm not gonna do what you just did.
Okay, here are my couple of free agency things I want to mention.
Yes, go for it.
One's for you, Jesse. Thaddeus Moss got signed by the Redskins.
Yeah, I saw that almost immediately after the draft.
Yeah, and it sounds like the Patriots and the Bengals were also interested. And Randy Moss was asked why he chose the Redskins, and he said that they called first. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, right. That sounds great. I mean, like, I think there's kind of a standard what you would get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think the Redskins might be the perfect spot for him just because the Redskins had Vernon Davis, who I believe just retired, and they didn't really have anybody else at tight end as far as I know. Well, they do. They have someone else who's younger. I can't remember who. Is it Jordan Reed still?
Maybe.
Is Jordan Reed still a Redskin?
I don't remember.
I feel like they re-signed him.
Anyway, so, I mean, honestly, it was the Patriots. Oh, the Patriots would have been a good spot for him, too, I suppose.
He's still with the
Actually,
Reds.
Cincinnati would have been like either one of those or any of those three teams would have been a good fit. So it's just kind of like whatever.
Jesus, he's gonna be 30 in July, Jordan Reed, and he spent most of his games
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's never had a full season. He's in 9 games, 11 games, 14 games, 12 games, 6 games. 13.
I mean, when he's out there, he's awesome. But like, yeah, you're like he's always injured, always.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I had another one that was T.Y. Hilton said he wants to finish his career with the Colts. Yeah, and so he's on the final year of his deal, and so he's hoping to re-sign another deal, and then he said he would retire after that deal. So whether it's 2, 3, or 4 years, doesn't matter. He'll retire. He's 31 now, so.
Getting there.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool because I love T.Y., man.
T.Y.'s good. He's on my team in Madden. I never use him. Oh, I threw a touchdown to him last game, I believe, just to throw people off of Thielen's scent.
That was probably the second of the year or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thielen, Holmes.
Yeah, I can't handle not throwing a Thielen. It's not a thing. But I think Ty still has some good play in him.
He was really solid last year, I thought.
Yeah, and I mean the problem with what's happening with him is that they've been going through such turmoil at quarterback, Well, so if that's why I think that like having Phillip Rivers is really going to help Ty's stock this year.
Well, and that's what I thought was so awesome about last year is nobody was picking him up in any fantasy. I ended up having him on like every team. I was like, oh, Ty will produce, and he did. I didn't know that for sure, but I was hoping, and he did. I mean, he had a really good year despite having a different quarterback, and nobody expected anything. So I don't know. I thought he was great.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be even better with
Rivers.
With Rivers, yeah. Or
Oh, the only other thing is I was going to mention the Hawkeyes that were picked up in free agency, which was Christian Welch.
Wait, we didn't even talk about the ones that were drafted.
Yeah, I know. Nate Weeding was a tight end, got picked up by the Browns. Cedric Lattimore got picked up by Seattle, and Ahmad Wagner got picked up by the Bears.
Yeah, that was. Wait, was he? Is he? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say he was a basketball player for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and then transferred to Kentucky and played wide receiver for them in football, and they got picked up by the Bears.
I have a question. Is he a tight end or a wide receiver?
He is a wide receiver.
Did they pick him up as a wide receiver?
I think so.
Okay. Because a lot of times those basketball players they draft or they take them as a tight end, so I wasn't sure. And that's another funny thing that I have to talk about. Now, quick. the Iowa Hawkeyes that were drafted are AJ Epinesa, who went to the Bills in second round, which was kind of a weird thing because some people thought he was a top 10 pick, so good for them.
Yeah.
Tristan Wirfs, who you're talking about, went 13th overall to Tampa Bay. Michael Ojemudia went in the third round to Denver.
I love OJ Moody.
Yeah, he's money. I like this next one too. Geno Stone went to Baltimore in the 7th, and Nate Stanley becomes Kirk Cousins' replacement in Minnesota.
Oh man, I wish that'd be so cool.
You know what? They picked him, and I couldn't help. I broke out. I laughed my ass off.
Well, we were freaking out because we're like, when the hell is he going to get picked up? All these quarterbacks. You're like, the quarterback from Hawaii got picked up, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I don't know. I just thank God the Vikings had so many picks,
Yeah. I mean, okay, so going back to the Wagner thing, the Bears picked up or drafted Cole Kmet from Notre Dame in the second round, but now they have – at the time, they had 10 tight ends on their roster. They just cut Trey Burton. Not just. It was probably a couple weeks ago. But they cut Trey. But they still have 9. Now, the notable ones are Jimmy Graham, which we talked about, Demetrius Harris, who was formerly of the Chiefs, Eric Saubert, who's pretty good as far as I know, and then Adam Shaheen, who's always been on their roster. But what the fuck are they doing?
They cut Burton?
Yeah. Out of all those people, they cut Burton.
I thought Burton was solid.
I always thought Burton was solid.
Huh. That's weird. Who do they still have for wide receivers? Do they still have, what was it, Robinson?
Allen Robinson.
Yeah. So he's really good. I'm trying to think who else they have.
Well, Wagner, right?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, does he have any shot at getting any time? Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't think they have a ton of talent.
Yeah,
Don't they have Gabriel? Nick, don't they have Gabriel? Taylor Gabriel?
Taylor Gabriel's with the Bears, right?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Nick, I like your name.
Yeah. Are you done?
Almost. I'm going to finish it now.
Go.
Done.
Nice. So
glass bottles.
So I've gotten a lot of comments on from various people about why I have so many Bellatori bottles.
Oh man, I knew it. It was so funny when I was watching that video. I was like, holy shit, I bet he didn't get rid of any ever.
I was like, my sister specifically asked, and I go, what are you talking about? That's just like season 5 of The Juice.
I was going to say, because I saw her comment, and I almost replied, like, do you not listen to the podcast?
Yeah, I did reply. I said that was the comment I replied to. I'm like, yeah, well, it's a combination of season 5 of Pro Football Juice and me not going to the Redemption Center.
Yeah, so my comment was on the fact that, like, you never take your recycling. Like, I like, Emily made a comment, like, where did he get all those? I'm like, oh, I'm just guessing he just doesn't take them. Like, because we can't put glass out on the fucking curb here in Coralville, so I imagine that's the same with Norwood Liberty.
That's not the same. It's a redemption thing.
Yeah, I threw mine in the recycling. It's gone. As soon as I saw your bottles, I felt like I should have brought it over.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I take what I do is I have a can shed, like, thing, right, for cans. And so I just, like, if I have bottles or anything else, I just stack them in the garage until that can shed thing is full. And so then I take everything back. It happens very rarely. It just so happens that we drink a lot of champagne on this podcast.
Yeah, we drink a decade's worth of champagne and, have a season.
Yeah. It's specifically one brand. I don't know. Like, it's not, it's, in fact, I think I might have left it, one bottle left in there. I'm like, I have enough. And then there was other champagne, like that big one that Danielle gave us that one time. Like, that one's still in there. I thought about bringing that one, but I didn't.
Nice. I love that your sister, though, straight up called it Bellator. Like, she's like, where'd you get all the Bellator? I don't know if she saw the name or not. I love that she just recognized the bottle.
No, fun fact, I learned about Bellator from my sister.
Oh, there you go. Even better.
Wow. And then you introduced it to us. So
yep. Well, she kept talking about Bellator, about how it was so good, and I don't remember somehow it just got into my brain, right? And so I was like, oh, I'll try it sometime. And then I did, or it was at her wedding, or something weird happened, like where I tried it. I'm like, oh, this is fucking good. So then, like, I was a Bellator man from then on. Bellator.
Yeah, you might as well, right? I mean, if you're gonna buy champagne, you might as well.
Right, exactly.
Plus, you said it's cheap too, right?
Yeah, it's about 8 bones a bottle. 8 bones a bot.
I suppose that's pretty reasonable for champagne.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the cheapest out there. Like, you can get Andre for like $5.99, but that shit's garbage, bro.
Well, I was gonna say that's the cheap one that everybody buys, but they hate drinking.
Right. Bellatori to me is the cheap champagne that also tastes good.
Yeah, it was good.
To me, anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was good, man. I'm just gonna start. Maybe I'll just start buying that stuff. Just have it around.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, I like it. I like having Bellator. We usually get. I bought a couple bottles the other day so Em could make a mimosa, and then so I could possibly drink if I wanted it.
Oh, I mean, Bellatori is, well, I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, like, when you mix, like, in general, you buy, like, good booze, right, to drink straight. You buy shitty booze to mix with, right? So Bellatori in a mimosa is fantastic because it's technically it's a shitty booze, or it's a shitty champagne. If I was gonna mix, I don't know, man.
No, Jesse's audio cut out.
I thought you froze. Did you just pause?
I did pause. No, I didn't cut out. I just paused.
You paused.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you
reflected.
cut out for a second too.
No, I reflected on my choices.
It's reflecting on life.
I had to reflect on my choices. Here's the thing. I was just about to say, if I was going to make mimosas, I would probably buy a shitty Andre, right? But that is literally not true because tonight on this podcast, I was drinking mimosas with a Bayate.
Man, and I was craving some orange juice earlier this week, so now I'm thinking I just need to go and get some Bellator and orange juice and solve 2 problems at once.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I see Andre there. Like, I'm in the grocery store. I see Andre there, right? It's $5.99, but then I look up a shelf, and I see Bellator sitting there for only $2 more, and I'm like, what's $2? I'll tell you what $2 is. It's Bellator. I tell you what, if I ever owned a bar and they were like, oh, do you have any bottles of champagne? I'd be like, fuck yeah, I do. Only the finest. Bayata.
Champagne.
I finished mine, and now I'm on bourbon number 5. I
Well,
shouldn't drink any more than this.
I saw the pour. Oh, can we? Okay, so does anyone else have anything else to talk about? Did we run out of topics?
Yes, call Toppy.
I have a topic.
Do it.
I have a whole thing about the draft that I didn't even talk about. By the way, for those of you listening at home still, why? And
Yeah, it's like 10:20, so we've probably been.
2 hours into this.
I might have to make this into a part 1, part 2. 2, there's a couple of things that really confused me about the draft. One was what we already talked about, the Bears picking up a tight end when they already have 20,000.
And then cutting their best one.
Yeah, yeah, right. The Vikings setting a record with 15 draft picks. We already talked about that some, so I won't go over it again. 2 quarterback picks that were bananas AF. One, the Packers picking – first of all, the Packers not picking a wide receiver when they need one, but they picked quarterback Jordan Love in the first round, number 26 overall. Now, there's a funny thing about that. Like, Rodgers is the same age now as Favre was when they drafted him to replace Favre. So they're doing the same thing to Rodgers with Jordan Love. But why?
Why? I mean, it worked out last time, right?
It did work out last time, but Favre and Rodgers weren't happy with each other, and
I think so. Like Rogers, I imagine doesn't probably like this idea, but I do think like within 2 or 3 years, he'll no longer be the starting quarterback there, and it'll be this new guy.
well, even Brett Favre tweeted out saying that like Rodgers will not end his career in Green Bay, and
Well, yeah, and I mean,
there's someone who knows a little bit about it.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it worked last time, why not? I mean, it was a little weird that they didn't get a wide receiver when they really needed one, but they did pick up Funches, but still, why wouldn't you? There were some good wide receivers out there, I think.
Yeah, the thing is that I think about it is that like I mean, I guess I don't remember how those final Favre years were as far as like talent on the team, and like did they have a shot to make the Super Bowl in those years, and on all that stuff. But like they're coming off a team who went to the NFC Championship, right? And they did that without many wide receivers, but they didn't do it because of Aaron Rodgers. They did it because they had like a well-balanced team all of a sudden. Like Aaron Jones was kicking ass. I would think that like Aaron Jones was probably doing more for that team than Aaron Rodgers was at the end.
Yeah, that's for sure. Right?
With who they drafted in the draft, like they're clearly going to be a run first team. It's not going to be a throw heavy team
because they drafted a thumper another running back, but he's like a fucking beefy dude.
Yeah, so from what I've seen is that they'll most likely cut Jamal Williams and then have Aaron Jones and this new guy. And they're just going to run the shit out of the ball.
Well, they ran first the whole like second half of the season last year, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing the same thing that kind of like Minnesota did, right? Because they have Dalvin Cook, and then they picked up Alexander Madison, who's more of a they need someone. So basically they drafted someone to take the weight off of like Aaron Jones having to run the fucking ball constantly, right? And if they're going to be a run first team, that's that. But
that's probably a pretty smart move, right? I mean, Rodgers is getting older and may not stick around, especially if their plan is to start building a backup.
Well, yeah, well, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like I feel like they didn't have to do that right now, right? And a lot of people were saying that Jordan Love was even a reach to go in the first round. So it's like, if you're going to do that, why don't you pick someone that you have more faith in maybe later on? I don't know. Stick what you got right now. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is still going to be around for, I would think, like you think about Favre, right? He was around when Aaron Rodgers was there for like 2-3 years. Yeah. And then he went to the Jets, showed his dick to a reporter.
Honestly, though, Favre is Rodgers is no Favre. Like Favre was not nearly injured as much as Favre was. Favre was not injured. Favre was not injured nearly as much as Rodgers has been.
Well, because Favre never missed a fucking game until like the Vikings sat him out a game.
I understand why the Packers drafted this kid because Rodgers, like, this was the first full season he's played in the last 3 or 4 years or whatever. Like, he keeps getting injured, and they need someone to replace him. And I think Rodgers only has 2 or 3 years left in him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that, but at the same time, it was just like I feel like Rodgers isn't going to take it well, right? Yeah. And I feel like they know that, and I feel like they're just pushing him out. Like, why would, like, I don't know.
Well, who knows? I mean, Favre took it really shitty, but Favre was kind of, I mean, I like Favre, but he was kind of he could be an asshole.
Right.
You know, obviously, he didn't want to trade Rodgers. I could actually see Rodgers taking it better than Favre did.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I think, though. Like, Favre, when Rodgers came in, Favre was still like, fuck you, I'm the man, right?
Yeah.
Until they kicked him out. But they only kicked him out because Favre was always like, I might retire, I might not, I might retire, I might not.
They didn't
And they're
kick
like,
him out. Favre was dicking him around.
yeah, and then they're like, no, go fuck yourself. We'll start Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, I think is like, I'm the man, fuck you. But he's also like, if you don't want me around, fuck you, I'm out.
That could be. Yeah, I can
You know what I
see
mean? Like, he wouldn't be like, you expect me to fucking groom this guy to come up? No, fuck you, I'm out. Like, he's kind of a whiny bitch that way.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't want to do it.
I don't know. It's just different. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's the same situation, but different personalities, but flipped. It'll be very interesting to see, I think.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it all plays out. I honestly thought he might take it a little better than Favre, but I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like it's the opposite. Favre, I think, took it well, but, and I think Favre almost took it too well because he was like, oh, I can be like, oh, I might retire, I might not, but it doesn't matter because they'll never cut me.
Yeah.
You know, like they'll never trade me.
Until
They did because they were like, well, we have Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
they
didn't
be fine.
Honestly, I think, and I don't blame them for what they did because you need to build a plan for the season. You know, can't.
I don't blame them for what they did either. I mean, honestly, like in hindsight, also, I didn't give a shit about what happened, and I was laughing the whole time it was happening.
Meh, I don't know. It kind of worked out for the Packers, though.
Yeah, it did. I mean, like, on the other hand, I was also super furious that like they've like gone this many years without having a shitty quarterback. Like, go fuck yourself. We've had a shitty quarterback for a long time.
I remember when they drafted this Love kid, and you were like, if he turns out to be another Favre or Rodgers, and they be a quarterback like this for 25 years, I'm going to be so pissed.
I'm going to flip my shit. And I will. If, like, Jordan Love ends up being, like, the next line of, like, Favre, Rodgers, Love, I'm going to be so fucking furious.
And I honestly don't know anything about him, but the little bit the few headlines I've read, it sounds like he's supposed to be pretty decent, but who knows? All these guys.
Quarterbacks are a crapshoot.
Yeah. Look at all the rookies. What we had 5 Allen rookies starting last year. I mean, who knows? Half of them worked out.
Nick was a little bit pissed off about like the Cowboys draft. How you feeling now, buddy?
I'm okay with it now. I still don't necessarily think we needed to take a wide receiver in the first round, but he also was possibly the best wide receiver in the draft. So I'm okay with it.
That's a debate that'll rage for years, probably.
Yeah, like I think he was definitely within the top 3 of the best wide receivers in the draft.
I mean, he's top tier now, right? Hindsight's 2020, but like, there's so many, but like, I've heard a lot of people saying that like it was like, holy shit, he fell to that far, kind of, you know.
Yeah, I think the one thing I didn't think about when he got drafted. Oh, Bush.
Oh.
One thing is the fact that like when Amari Cooper got injured last season, the pass game fucking suffered. Like it just stopped. So like I think CeeDee will be a good like complement to that. So if like Amari gets injured, then we'll still have CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. Like I think it'll be okay. I don't know. We'll fucking see. Like draft picks, you really never fucking know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's like it's a total crapshoot. Like they could be like, I mean, and honestly, like you could have someone that you picked up in fucking free agency, or I mean not free agency, like undrafted free agent that's gonna like fucking. Adam Thielen was a fucking free agent, like they just picked up from Minnesota State. Yeah. And look I got his goddamn jersey on now.
Yeah, and he's their best wide receiver.
Kurt Warner, Northern Iowa.
Was he undrafted?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
He played for the Iowa Barnstormers for a while.
Oh, that's right.
And then came in, and Trent Green got fucking injured for the Rams, and they're like, we're gonna go with see, Northern Illinois, right?
Yeah, he was an undrafted free agent, and he's Proven to be one of the best quarterbacks in Dallas history.
Nice.
Like stat wise, or
Stat wise, yes.
what would you? That's an interesting. That just brings up an interesting thing. Like what? Roger Staubach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Troy Aikman,
Yep.
Romo.
I would honestly like if you look at numbers, Romo is a better quarterback than Aikman.
Mm.
That doesn't even register in my brain.
I know, but I'm not kidding. Like if you look at his numbers, he's a better quarterback. Aaron,
Numbers, but
he's a better quarterback than Rodgers. Than Rodgers. Yeah, absolutely. But then one of the reasons why I love Tony Romo so much is because for like 9 years he didn't have an offensive line. He didn't have a wide receiving core. Like he gave it his all, which is why he his body deteriorated so much because he just he put it all on the line. I would probably say Staubach.
Staubach,
Romo, Aikman. It's probably what I put it in right now. And I know Aikman won Super Bowls, but he also had fucking Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith and one of the best offensive and defensive lines in football. I don't know.
Deion Sanders.
And Deion Sanders, yes, he did have. Yeah.
Who was the monster defensive back for them that won multiple? Is like the record for winning Super Bowls because he won with both the Niners and the Cowboys back in the day.
I hate that you
Charles Haley.
Haley? Yeah.
Charles Haley.
I kind of hate that you asked that while I'm 5 bourbon deep and 1 champagne bottle.
I mean, I also knew it, but I needed to say things out loud.
Hearing you talk about Romo like that, though, reminded me of when Beathard was starting for the 49ers, and he was just getting smoked because they had no offensive line, and he still didn't do that bad. It makes me wonder if that's why they've hung on to him.
Nah, dude, they brought in Mullins, dude. Mullins did the same thing, but he won more games, bro.
Yeah, they did. Well, yeah, but I mean, they never cut him.
Sucks.
They kept him.
Sucks, bro.
They haven't cut him yet, have they?
I don't think so. Look at how much shine I have on my dome.
I think Beathard's still on there.
I thought so too. I mean,
Yeah, Beathard's still there.
I just remember this one headline. I think it was Sports Illustrated that was just like, C.J. Beathard is one tough son of a bitch, and that was the headline.
He gives it all, man.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
I didn't fix it. Damn it.
Oh, there's an article from March 10th that said it's time to move on from quarterback C.J. Beathard. You can eat shit article.
That's sad. I love C.J. Beathard.
I do too. He's all right, but then I've heard he's a Trump supporter, but I try to ignore that. What is that? Oh, that shoots!
Keep that out of it, Nick.
I will.
There's probably a bunch of people that support him and it would just drive me nuts.
Sure. The NFL is full of wealthy people. Of course they all support that cunt.
Who?
Trump.
Oh, do we go there? I took my earphones off for 2 seconds.
That's what I was saying. I was saying don't bring it up because there's a bunch of people that probably do.
But the 4 people who listen to our podcast will agree with me.
Listen. By the way, thanks for the hat, Nick.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. It looks good on you.
Shout out to Nick for the hat. Took the shine off my dome. Mike, you were there. It sounded like I said Matt, but I didn't. I swear to God.
I heard Mike.
I heard Matt, and then
no, I said Matt. Mike. It was not Matt.
Oh, my mom calls us Mackle.
Just a amalgamation.
Yeah.
Maggle few.
Yep, exactly.
MAGA.
No reaction.
Yeah, I was fishing for reactions.
I know.
Nah.
I was looking down at Nick, waiting for it. Nothing.
I was pissed, by the way, that you guys went to this thing without me.
What thing?
This thing where you got the Shoots hat, where I got my tuna can.
You should have gone.
No, something was going on. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you prioritize your family
No. My wife prioritized it for me.
over your friends and booze. So,
She was like, "Oh, you can't go." I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Oh, we got this thing we got to do." I'm like, "Yeah, but why though?"
You've had that thing every year.
I know. It's an annual thing. I just don't understand. By the way, we have to figure out if Oktoberfest is gonna happen.
That's a ways off yet. I think.
Yeah, but don't we usually order tickets by now? I'm panicking. Now I'm panicking.
Man, that's true. Maybe. I don't know. I get my ticket the day you text me and say, Mike, get your ticket.
Yeah, and I usually, like, by some, like, luck, figure it out.
I feel like there's an email that goes out. But you always text me before the email goes out. Is it Todd?
September 9th, 2020. No, September 19th.
you think it'll happen?
I don't know. Man. In September, you'd think, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
The thing about this one is it doesn't sell out all the time. By the way, for the viewers at home, we're talking about a beer fest.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit now, apparently.
Belch. That was a belch.
Nice job.
Yeah, that was great. Nice word.
I don't think they're selling 2020 tickets yet. Hey guys, do you know about football?
Heard of it.
Do you see that Eagles picked up Jalen Hurts in the second round, a quarterback, because they're afraid that Carson Wentz is going to be injured all the time?
Why would they think that?
Because he's injured all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you said Jalen Hurts, and I was like, wait, he's been in the league forever, but I must have been back in college football mode.
Yeah, exactly. Nick, I feel like I want to hear from you about this one, Nick, though.
So apparently, the Eagles drafted Hurts to keep them away from the Cowboys. Very similar to Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert. That's exactly where my mind went immediately.
Yeah. I don't care.
I think you're on some conspiracy theory Cowboys websites or something.
No, this is from like Jeff at work. Like I think they drafted Hurts because Carson Wentz can't stay the fuck healthy.
Yeah,
like,
right. Exactly.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
I don't necessarily think they drafted him to keep him away from the Cowboys because I really do think they'll re-sign Dak. But I think they did it because Carson Wentz is not healthy for a full fucking season.
Ooh, let me ask you this question. Did they pick up Andy Dalton before or after the draft?
After.
Oh! Uh-oh. It's true. It's true, guys. They wanted Jalen Hurts, and they had to settle for Andy Dalton. It's true.
I feel like it's sad if the Eagles are like using picks just to keep people from Dallas. Like that would be really.
Honestly, I think that's what they did with Dallas Goedert because we needed a tight end.
Yeah, and his name's Dallas. I mean, it just fit.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I don't think that's true.
It can't be. Nobody's making $1 million decisions on that, right?
Howie Roseman just throwing picks away.
Yeah. Man, who got Jonathan Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No, the less cool
I
one.
did the same fucking thing, Jesse.
From Wisconsin. I remember that. Was it? God, I remember that whole thing.
I don't remember who took him.
Oh, guys, I'm getting kind of drunk.
Colts.
The Colts?
Yep.
They
They're
still
gonna
have Mac?
They're gonna kill Marlon Mack. They're gonna stage an accident to kill Marlon Mack.
Oh no!
I don't think they'll. Why would they do that? I mean, you can just put Jonathan Taylor and they'll just outrun Mac. No problem, I think. Dude, I think Jonathan Taylor's going to be fucking amazing.
He was from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah. He was so good.
It's all part of the grand scheme. they put Jonathan Taylor in. He goes nuts. They kill off Marlon Mack, and no one gives a shit because Jonathan Taylor's so good. If it's like he wasn't doing that good or whatever, and Marlon Mack was still like calling the shots, then nobody would even like people would raise a stink about it. But if Jonathan Taylor takes over, they could kill Marlon Mack. Everything's fine.
Stop saying they kill Marlon Mack.
By kill him, do you mean like sign him cheap or dump him? No.
Oh, gents.
It's like a murder, motherfucker.
Should I wait to piss till we're done with this, or should I go now?
Do I wait to piss till we're done with this?
Yeah, we got to be about done.
You can wait to piss till we're done with this. Fucker, wait to piss till we're done, you stupid bitch.
We've been podcasting for at least 2 hours.
Oh, it's like 2.5, I bet.
Yeah.
Go piss, dude, if you want. That's fine. I don't care.
I've got to go, but I was kind of wondering the same thing.
Yeah,
You haven't gone yet.
No, I haven't. I'm going to go.
We should probably just do stuff. Mike's
Oh, we can't. Mike's gone now. We have to shoot the shit. Come on. Rigatone.
Good tone there.
Yeah, I have some other stuff I could say about football, but I just don't want to.
I know. I'm kind of good with wrapping this one up whenever.
Hey, have you played your Madden game yet?
I think I need to. I'll play it tomorrow.
Nah, let's play it right now.
I could play it tonight. Maybe I will play it tonight.
I think I'm waiting though, so then I can't play.
40% chance that I play it tonight.
That's a pretty good. That's decent. That's a decent chance.
I know that's a pretty good chance. Oh, I got to piss though.
Broke that seal, bro.
I did. I shouldn't have.
Friggin'. You want to see how many like notches I have to have in this hat to make it fit because my head's so big?
Yes. What? I didn't think your head was that fucking big, man. Oh, Mike's back. I got to piss.
We were just talking about how giant my gourd is.
Yeah, I saw the hat setting.
That's a giant setting.
Yeah, that's impressive. You're like who was the big guy in Revenge of the Nerds? He like didn't even buckle the hat. It was just
From where?
Wasn't it Revenge of the Nerds? Get those nerds! That guy.
Oh, Ogre?
Yeah, he didn't even like buckle his hat, I don't think.
Oh, really? Well, it's because he had that crazy ass hair.
Yeah, probably.
That's why I don't wear like these types of hats, because when I go to the side, like you can see how far back. Like, watch this. It sticks out weird in the back.
That's fine. Only you care about.
It's 2 goddamn notches. Like,
Yeah.
I might as well just like cut those notches off and wear the goddamn hat. I have a large gourd. Like, it's a family thing. We all have large gourds.
So we're the opposite. And I got like the smallest fitted hat I could find, and it was a little too big. But now that I've got hair, it fits perfect.
Nice. It's like funny because I'm like in between fitted hat sizes. That's the worst part about it. You know, like sometimes you can get a hat where you're like, it's fitted. Like the ones that are the like, you know how they had sizes originally, like 7 3/4 and 7 1/4 or whatever. Like I was in between like 3/8 and 5/8 or some shit. I don't fucking know. Anyway, which would be 4/8, which is a half. Shut up. I know maths. But anyway, I couldn't find a fucking fitted hat to save my life. But then they came out with the ones that were like just fit.
The flex fit.
Yeah, it was like a beautiful moment. I'm about cried, even though I don't wear hats.
I love the flex fit, and that's actually what I'm talking about. I got a small flex fit, and it was too big for me. And now that I have hair, it fits. So
Fantastic.
And what's weird is they must vary a little bit because I've had other small flex fits, and they fit perfect. So I don't know. Those are way better than the old fitted hats, though.
I'm a fan of like these, like not. I mean, like not. I guess right. They're called like trucker hats, right, with the mesh back and the front. Like, but I like to have them like have breweries on the top, on the front, and then like a thing that's not all the way bent. Like I won this one at a bar like last summer.
My new hat is a Flex Fit hat.
Excellent.
Yeah, I like the Flex Fit.
That's a good looking hat, Jesse.
What is that? What's it say? Oh.
Pump House Pub and Grill.
House Pub and Grill, Cedar Falls, you and I, motherfucker.
I like that.
But I was talking to Mike about like how a lot. Look at you see this one? It doesn't pop out.
Nope, nothing.
Wow. So when I lose all of my hair due to age, I'll start wearing this hat around. It's settled.
Do it.
What's up, Doc? Can we rock?
All right. Does anybody have anything else they should cover? Otherwise, we should probably wrap this up soon.
Wrap it up, bitch. Best advice I ever got.
Goodbye.
Nope, I don't have anything else.
I'm good.
Peace. Anybody else? Nothing?
Wait for it.
Deuces!
Oh! All right, Lates. I'm gonna shut it off. How do I shut it off?